I slipped a location tracker into my teenage daughter's backpack the week her father told the custody mediator I have no idea where she really is on my weekends. My daughter Ray is 15. Derek and I divorced 2 years ago after 9 years, and he has never once been graceful about losing. He's the kind of person who, if he can't control a situation, he'll just reframe it until he can. So the second I got a better attorney than him, he switched tactics, stopped fighting me on the schedule, and started building a case about my parenting instead. We had a 50-50 arrangement on paper, alternating weeks, exchanges on Sunday evenings. It actually worked fine for Ray. She's adaptable. She kept a hairdryer at each house, and she'd text me when she got to his place without me even asking her to. Good kid. She didn't deserve any of what came next. Third mediation session, Derek's attorney started in on what they called supervision concerns. Said Derek had reason to believe that during my parenting time, Ray was frequently unsupervised and her whereabouts were often unclear. He used those exact words, whereabouts, like we were in a courtroom drama. My lawyer asked what specifically they meant. Derek leaned over and said something to his attorney, and then the attorney said, Mr. Lawson has expressed to the mediator that he does not know where Ray actually is on her mother's weekends, and that the mother is frequently unable to account for her schedule. I looked at my lawyer. I said, he's saying I don't know where my own kid is? She told me to stay calm. I stayed calm. That same night, I ordered a GPS tracker online. Small thing, real-time updates every 10 minutes. Keeps 30 days of location history. Ray has this enormous canvas backpack she carries absolutely everywhere. Notebooks, snacks, at least 4 different chapsticks. Her entire life crammed into it. Monday morning before school, I tucked the tracker into the inside zipper pocket behind an old granola bar wrapper. She didn't notice. The first week was mine. I'd open the app while I was making coffee or waiting in a pickup line just to see. School arrived at 7:40 a.m., left at 3:05 p.m. On Tuesday, she had drama club and the dot sat at the school until 5:15 p.m. Exactly what she'd told me. Thursday night, she went to her friend Becca's house 2 streets over, and I watched the little blue circle sit on Becca's block until 9:45 p.m. when I went to pick her up. Everything matched. Of course it did. I knew where she was because she told me and I paid attention. Then Sunday came and she went to Derek's. That first Sunday evening, the dot moved to his address and stayed. I actually closed the app. I wasn't trying to spy on him. That wasn't the point. But then Wednesday of his week, the dot started moving at 8 in the evening. I was on the couch half watching something and I saw the notification and opened it. The dot got on the highway heading north. I watched it for 20 minutes thinking maybe they were getting food or something. It stopped at an address about 35 minutes away. I looked it up. Short-term rental. Some lake house. I texted Ray. Hey, how's the week going? She texted back immediately. Good. Just hanging out. A little bored lol. She didn't mention the lake house. She didn't mention being 35 minutes from home on a school night. The dot didn't move again until the next morning when it went straight to school. The following Saturday of his week, the dot left his address around 4 in the afternoon and went to a part of town I recognized immediately. Because 6 months ago Ray had mentioned offhand that her dad had a girlfriend and I'd looked her up and I knew where she lived. The dot sat at that address until 12:30 a.m. on a Saturday night. Fine, but Ray had a soccer tournament the next morning at 8 a.m. that Derek had personally requested to attend. I didn't say anything. I just let it run. Over the next 3 weeks, I collected data on 2 full custody cycles. On my weeks, I could account for every single location: school, soccer, drama club, the pharmacy where we picked up her prescription, the diner where we met my mom for lunch on a Saturday afternoon. Time-stamped it. Every stop. On his weeks, the lake house twice more. The girlfriend's address 3 separate nights. One Saturday, the dot spent 4 hours at a strip mall address near the highway that I eventually figured out was a sports bar. Ray was 15 years old, and the dot sat at a sports bar for 4 hours on a Saturday. I organized everything into a folder and sent it to my lawyer. She called me within an hour. She said, "Where did you get all of this?" I told her. She was quiet for a second, and then she said, "Okay, I need you to send me everything, every screenshot, every timestamp." Next mediation was 3 weeks later. Derek walked in the way he always does, like it's already over, like he's just there to collect what he's owed. His attorney opened by circling back to the supervision concerns, said they remained a significant issue. My lawyer set a printed packet on the table. Color-coded location logs, 2 full weeks of my parenting time with every location identified and accounted for. She walked through it briefly. School, activities, named locations with timestamps. She said Mrs. Lawson maintains a thorough awareness of her daughter's schedule and location during her parenting time. Then she set down a second packet. She said, "We also compiled location data from the same period covering Mr. Lawson's parenting time." Derek looked at the packet. He looked at me. I didn't say a word. His attorney asked for an immediate recess.